What's your assessment? Do you think we'll make it to Miami in
10%.
10%?
Oh, the wind's picking up. We have 7 knots, but right on the nose. So, literally, we're going this way, and the wind is this way.
Ah.
So if we had these, that would be nice, but it's not the case. So, we're slow. We need wind to go fast, but we're not expecting wind or much wind, or some, but not for very long. So, I don't know.
Welcome to our All Together Passage series, a daily vlog taking you with us on our maiden voyage from France to Miami. We're on leg 3 to Miami.
Oh my God, we're so excited because we're doing 7.5 knots of boat speed.
Upwind.
Upwind, and we have the sails up. Woohoo! Engines are off, which is a beautiful sound of just water in the back and no engines. What do you think, Amy? Very happy. So exciting.
The sails are so beautiful, and yeah, it's like relaxing when the engines go off.
Yeah.
That's sailing upwind. Finally. Beautiful colors. Clouds.
We have a beautiful sunrise. Gorgeous. Well, we were able to sail the better part of yesterday, which helped us conserve fuel. And now we're motoring again. We put the code 65 up, but we lost the wind, of course, about a half an hour after we put it up. And that was in the middle of the night, so then we took it back down, all in the middle of the night. And now we're trying to get to the Dominican Republic, the tip of it, in order to get more gas and refuel. Of course, you have to make sure you get there before it closes, because we arrive early evening. So we'll have to, when we hook up Starlink to do the video, we'll have to make sure we contact them and find out. And you know, the fuel gauges on these boats, the fuel kind of rocks around in the tanks, and I didn't write down exactly how many liters we took into the boat, but we weren't absolutely empty either. So even if I had, I don't know if I would have an exact fuel calculation. So we think we have enough to get there with a little bit to spare, but fingers crossed. And then we'll make our way up on the northern part of the Dominican Republic to find a shelter. And then we'll, at that point, hope for better weather and that the low front passes through. And quickly, well, not so quick that it causes worse conditions, but faster in terms of it clearing up. And then we can be on our way back to our original plan and destination, which is Miami. Beautiful morning. It's a good reminder that motoring can also be fun. In terms of our fuel, we have 170 on one and 150 liters on the other, or 180. See, this is the problem with these gauges, is there's a big difference between 150 and 180 when you're trying to get somewhere. But they fluctuate quite a bit. So it could be 170 liters, could be 200 liters, could be 160 liters. That's the problem, is the fluctuation in the gauges. We've measured them on the physical tanks in terms of how high they are, and we can calculate from there. But the problem is we have 30 hours to go, burning about 8 liters an hour, estimating. We need 240 liters, and based on rough calculations, we have 240 liters.
So the reason why Stephane and I make such a good couple is because I worry for both of us, and then he checks my math. What happened?
Well, 150 plus 170, the American math says 220, the French math says 320. So we went from not having enough fuel to get with both engines on to the Dominican Republic to refuel, to having maybe like 15% left in the tank by the time we get there. So things are looking out.
I love you for being an engineer and knowing math. I'm a liberal arts student.
Nobody likes motoring, so I'm making some pancakes.
Look how civilized.
Yeah.
Eating breakfast.
Sushi. Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have Daniel doing dishes over here, which I love. I love a man that does dishes. Thank you.
Thank you for breakfast. The best food is food that other people cook.
Yeah. Cool.
So our CAI is detecting the sargassum on the mass camera. Here. And we just went through a field of it. It's not too bad now. And we see some flying fish. And that's about it.
Good. I'm a little tired. It's a long night.
Are you hopeful that we'll make it?
I am hopeful that we will make it.
So I woke up this morning and it was the longest I've slept in probably 3 days or so, or maybe 2 days. I slept 4 hours and I got up and I could not see anybody on the boat. It was very eerie. I walked all over the boat and no one was atop. I think Stephane had just run down for a second to do something, but I could not find anyone on the boat for a minute there. And then Stephane arrived and I asked him how he was doing, if he was tired. And then I said, "Are you sad?" And he said, "Yes." So even though we knew from the beginning that we probably couldn't make it to Miami, we had hope. We still really hoped we could pull it off. But now I think we're starting to realize that it's probably not going to happen. Our hope is diminishing, and so spirits are a little bit low.
So how we doing there, boss?
So first, I put my colorful outfit to bring good vibes. How are we doing? Well, we're motoring.
We sure are.
Yeah, so our plan right now, doing different routing, ignore the blue, the pink. We're the green boat here. We made the decision to go straight shot, full on, 2 engines on, 1900 RPM, to this marina right here where the red dot is. we're going to go in and out, do a quick refuel. So that'll be tomorrow, Sunday, midday. After we refuel, we're going to go around the Dominican Republic on the northern coast. So we have two options to stop. We're probably going to stop at this marina to again refuel. That will be our last chance to refuel. The name of the game is to really go as west as possible, but this is Haiti here. And this little bay doesn't look like, first we will arrive at night, so that will not be safe, and that doesn't look like, it's just mangroves and doesn't look like a great place. So that's kind of first part of that trip before the low pressure comes in. Ideally we wanted to make it with moonshot, meet in Turks and Caicos, have cold drinks with Jean-Marc. But we're a little late. And the entrance to this marina is all the way around the northwest side, and we're coming from the southeast. So that doesn't look like an option at all for us. So that means we want to have a good angle to leave. So the second part of the trip, as it is right now, is still a long way once we go from the northern shelter in Dominican Republic to Miami. Straight shot is 650 nautical miles. So it's a long way. The low pressure would have been spinning, so there'll be the sea state won't be too great, but we'll wait it out Monday night, Tuesday night. Best case scenario, leave Wednesday end of day, because in the Dominican Republic we find out that you check out from 8 to 5. So either we leave at 5 or we leave the next day at 8. To still try to hope to make it on time, we will have to leave at 5 on Wednesday, but the sea states will be pretty bad, so we don't have to make that decision right now, but we'll see. And so anyway, first part, go as fast as we can. Good things is the first marina, we'll be able to get there during daylight. The second one too, we'll be able to get there during daylight. And then we'll wait for weather updates, and I'm not sure how we're going to make it work. Our chances are probably just still 10 to 15%, but we're doing everything we can. If we were cruising, we will work with the wind we have and sail and not motor, and right now we're just full on, and so we've been motoring most of the time. We've had a good session yesterday of sailing pretty fast, but we need that wind to gain on some time, and there's this big blob, and this blob is going to be around the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico where we are, and then the low pressure kind of wipes all this. The big blob of no wind, that's the problem. It's like it's like a dark blue color on our screen, and it's just there, and then the low pressure with the dark red. Nothing in between. So here's on windy. So where the little hand is here. So where there is no wind, I guess we'll get a little bit of a breeze as we go through the Mona Passage here. Hopefully that'll help us. We're going to stop here. So by tomorrow, so roughly tomorrow, yeah, we'll get a little bit of breeze. So that's good. We'll stop there. By Monday, we hope to be here where there is no wind, but that's good because that wind is already that low pressure up there. We see the isobars here. So we can move on the northern coast because we're protected, but you see already that wind coming. And then by Monday night, let's say Tuesday morning, so if I look, that will be the Turks and Caicos is in the middle of it. If I zoom out, that's the low pressure here. So we're looking at the European model here. But that's a pretty big thing, so we'll be sheltering here. And at best, like Wednesday, so the sea state will be not good. The wind not good, right on the nose. But if we want to try to have a chance, we have to leave on Wednesday. And the problem is, look at this. Like we could have had this weather with the high pressure, sailing full speed, go there. But no. They say never sail with a schedule. That's what we're doing. Over 1,300 nautical miles. How pleasant the trip will be.
It looks sad.
Yeah, because I know it's amazing on one way that from the time of impact to now being on the water, the time has been so quick. But I cannot avoid thinking, like, if we just had an extra day, if we could have left like just one day earlier, it will still be shitty and motoring, but then we will get to Turks and Caicos, and then we will let this go by, and then we will like have a better shot and to make it to through the Bahamas and to Miami. But yeah, we're going to be further south, and then we'll be against. Exactly need to go against the waves. So
You can't let that go.
now I have a hard time. Just like everybody works so hard, and you kind of want to make it on time, and at the same time you cannot change the past and you cannot control the weather and the date, and so we're doing the best we can, and it is what it is, but it would have been a nice reward for everyone.
Yeah.
So and on
Yeah, I think the thing that's tough is everybody worked really hard, and you know, the GLS guys in the boat yard were amazing. The outremer team back in France was amazing. The people at Alizé, Composé, the guys doing the repair work on the hull and the finishing work, they were all amazing and rallied. Our insurance broker, I don't know what tricks he pulled to get us out of there, but he was amazing. And that's what's kind of hard, because so many people worked so hard to get it done. And to miss the window to be able to go into the Miami Boat Show, that's what we're really talking about, is when they pack the boats in, they pack them in on a schedule, because they sort of layer in the boats so people can see them. And so we have a very specific time we need to be in line to go in. And if we miss that window, the boat can't get into the boat show. And so we'll be at the show. We will be anchored somewhere outside of the show. We just won't potentially be there. So that's kind of the bummer. We'll still be there though, and we plan to be at the Blue Water seminar that outremer is hosting. That's on Saturday. So if you haven't yet signed up to do that and you're going to the boat show, please check that out. They gave us a promo code, ALWIN25, if you want to get a discount on that. Lots of really great information. And it is a full day. I think the topics that are being covered are extremely valuable if you're serious about your project and doing some blue water cruising. They shared the agenda with me, and it looks really, really valuable. So check that out. But yeah, I think we're all just feeling a little sting today, and it's hard to shake it, because we're talking about, you know, if we just had one extra day, and that's what's hard. But I made hummus, and I'm making a nice meal, and we fed everybody pancakes this morning, so that's my contribution to this. And it's beautiful. I mean, there are benefits to flat water. I don't know about motoring. That's not so much fun. We're looking for any kind of evidence of life besides
We saw
ourselves.
dolphins. Any fish or jellyfish are welcome.